Hi, this is Aaron with Zollotech. Today again we have the Verz 2X, and I wanted to give you my updated impressions on it. So I actually, I'm not going to play any music this time, but just wanted to give you a couple different updates on this unit. I've had it for a little while, and let me pull this front off. I'll show you a few different details that we kind of had to zip through on before. So behind here we just have two speakers. They're not paper. They are like like what you find in a higher end. They're like a polysynthetic resin or basically plastic, just different versions. The tweeters have a very warm sound. The speakers are very natural, and surprisingly they fill the room very well. The actual separation is very good. You can hear different instruments very clear, they're very decisive as to what you can pick up. You can pick up multiple instruments at the same time with no problem. The sound is very natural due to this wood. Now it may sound a little bit different for you. It's going to be very, very close, but they do have different versions. This is bamboo. They have oak and walnut and a couple others. Cherry's one. I can't think of the other. There's one or two others, and the price varies slightly depending on which one you get. This is again, like I said, bamboo. Has a very nice warm sound, natural. I've listened to everything from rock to classical soundtracks. Like The Last Samurai, for example, that has a good mix of highs and lows. You're not going to get booming bass out of this. You're going to get very natural bass out of this. This unit works very well with the iPhone. This is not the dock that's intended for it, but it works fine. When you plug in your iPhone, this is a 3G. It will tell you that it's not intended for use with the iPhone, but it works fine. It will charge the iPhone 3G. So that means it will charge all iPhones and iPods. It does not, like I said, have a dock for it, but you can find one that fits. I actually have one. I'll tilt this here a little bit towards us. You can see it fits pretty nicely. A little bit snug, but works well. If you have a case on this, it will slip in there very well. If you leave the dock adapter out, it will slip in. The connector for the iPhone or iPod is deep enough that it will hold it in place without any problem, and with a case on, you'll probably be able to plug it in fine. One thing I don't like about it is it takes a little bit of time to turn the volume up and down. Not a huge deal, but if you need to drop the volume low real quickly if you're using it at work or wherever you're going to use it, kind of a pain. Let me show you the back though. We didn't have a ton, or during the unboxing I didn't show you that much. So this is just the bass ports here, simple bass ports. Again, on the bottom you have a couple connectors, auxiliary, that sort of thing. I can show you that here. Let me pull the iPhone out and let's show you those connectors. So I got it upside down. Let me flip it here and bring it back into view. So there you have your couple connectors. You have your audio out, your audio in, and your 24-volt connector. So, like I said, this is very well finished. This is handmade. I guess it takes a week to make one of these. I would imagine that's start to finish from wood. Very green focus on their website. You can read all about it. They have a lot of information about where they get the wood from, that sort of thing, to make it green. So as you can see this here, let me just set this in here. And see, it fits in there very snug, but it fits in. Like I said, it does charge it, and there we go. The accessory is not made to use. That's fine. We'll hit no, and it works fine. You cannot control this you can't control this unit from the iPhone or your iPod. You can just change the songs on it. The other thing too is some people asked me when I had the Bowers & Wilkins Zeppelin, will this work with AOL radio? And no, it will not. Unfortunately, when anything's plugged into a dock, this just doesn't work. AOL radio will not work for some reason. That's unfortunate because it'd be nice to have radio, but again, you're not going to get the quality you are with a lossless audio or whatever you're going to get from this or whatever you plan to use from it. So, it's easy to select your song, you touch it, and you go. As far as price, like I mentioned before, this was it's about $200. It is probably worth it if you're gonna look at a Bose sound dock and you want a choice between Bose or this. I would pick this, and the reason is Bose tends to some of the frequencies you're not going to hear, where they're going to sound much more natural in this. And that's not just a testament to the speakers they're using, that's the wood they're using as well, that actually will resonate the sound a little bit nicer and more naturally than you would get with a plastic backing. And that's very true of like a cabinet speaker. Old wood cabinet speakers you may have around, you get a much nicer tone out of it, just because the nature of the way the wood will resonate. So I hope I've answered all your questions. I don't really have much more to say other than that I really like it. It's really nice, and I would love to hear the oak in different versions, and maybe we'll see if we can get them to send us a couple of those so we can test those. But again, this is the Verz 2X. Check them out at their website. I'll put a link in the video here. And this model's $199. They vary on price depending on what kind of wood you're using. This is one of the more expensive ones. They go up and down a little bit. But if you have any questions about it, please feel free to drop me a line. I'll see if I can answer them for you again. Again, that's the Verz 2X, and this is Aaron with Zollotech. We'll see you next time.